Welcome to Presha Yoga and I am Presha. In today's video, we are going to be practicing Viloma 1 Pranayam, which is going to be sitting on the mat, or perhaps you can sit on a chair with your feet in contact with the floor. So let's get started. Viloma means against the grain, and in this case it means that Viloma is you're pausing your breaths, and it's Viloma 1, so you're pausing your breaths in the inhales, during the inhales. There is Viloma 2 as well, but that is to do with pausing your breath in the exhales. I'm going to make another video about that. This pranayam is practiced if you want to get a greater sense of clarity in the mind, and also if you know that your day is going to be a busy day, an overwhelming day, and you want to start your morning with a sense of focus and clarity, then you can practice this pranayam. Also, this pranayam will help you to keep your calm and to give you a sense of peace when you are going through your day with too many things to handle. So you would know when to pause and when to go back to your breath, because you've practiced this in the morning. So let's get started by sitting on the mat. If you're sitting on the chair, as I mentioned before, just make sure your feet are in contact with the ground. When you're sitting down on the mat, you can place a cushion or a pillow under your seat to elevate your hips, and just make sure that you're on the edge of the prop that you're sitting on and your knees are slightly down, so your seat is a little higher. Okay, we're going to first start with Ujjayi Pranayam. So we're going to take an Ujjayi breath. Actually, in the whole pranayam, we are going to be practicing and we're going to be doing the Ujjayi breath or breathing technique. And along with that, we're going to be bringing Viloma 1. So let's take, if you are not aware of Ujjayi Pranayam, you can see it on the video here. A link would be mentioned up here. So Ujjayi Pranayam is something which I do mention it in a lot of my videos. It is the audible breath by contracting your glottis. So while you exhale with a ha sound, like a whisper, but with the mouth shut. So you can hear your own breath. Okay, let's take 3 cycles of Ujjayi Pranayam first. So sitting up tall, and your hands can be on your knees or your thighs. Close your eyes, lengthen your spine, and begin to first simply observe your body and your natural breathing rhythm for now. Then go ahead and start with the Ujjayi breath. So take an inhale through your nose and an audible exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once again, inhale. And an easy exhale. Hopefully you will able to hear my breath during this. Now we're going to start with Viloma 1. So in this technique, we're going to continue with the Ujjayi breath. And we are going to take inhales in 3 parts. And After that, we're going to exhale. Just the Ujjayi breathing exhale is going to happen. Obviously, I'm going to cue you through the whole sequence. So let's begin. Again, back to sitting up tall, closing the eyes. Just take a full inhale first for now, a big, deep breath in through your nose. And an exhale. Now, we're going to first do two pauses between the inhales before we move on to the 3 pauses. 2 pauses and then we're going to move on to the 3, okay? So breathe halfway in, pause, breathe again, pause, and an easy exhale. Pause. Breathe halfway in. Pause. A full breath in. Pause. And completely exhale. Pause. Halfway inhale. Pause. Full way inhale. Pause. And a complete exhale. Good. And then just take normal breaths in and out through your nose. So these are our recovery breaths. And now we're going to move on to taking 3 pauses in the inhales and then continuing with the same full exhale, complete exhale, and then again back to 3 pauses. So 3 parts, inhales in 3 parts, okay? All right. Let's begin. Inhale, 1/3 inhale, 2/3 inhale, pause, full inhale, pause, and a complete exhale. Pause. 1/3 inhale, 2/3 inhale, full inhale, pause, and an empty out exhale, full exhale. Remember, we are taking Ujjayi breath here, okay? Again, 1/3 inhale, pause, 2/3 inhale, pause, full inhale, pause, and a complete exhale. Pause. 1/3 inhale, pause, 2/3 inhale, pause, full inhale, pause, and a complete exhale. Without any strain, soft exhale, pause. Let's take 2 recovery breaths, so just come back to your normal inhale and exhale. We're just going to do another cycle of this. We're going to take 3 breaths, so 3 inhales and 3 exhales, obviously the 3 pauses during the inhales, okay? Let's begin. 1/3 inhale, pause. 2/3 inhale, pause. Full inhale, pause. And an exhale, empty out. Pause. 1/3 inhale, pause. 2/3 inhale, pause. Full inhale, pause. And empty out, exhale. Pause. 1/3 inhale, pause. 2/3 inhale, pause. Full inhale, pause, and a complete exhale. Beautiful. Back to your normal breathing. And when you're back to your normal breathing, just observe the body, observe the breaths. Observe how you feel after that pranayama. Then slowly allow your eyes to open. So this was Viloma 1, and I hope that this was clear to you and it helps you to take on your day with a positive attitude and with a smile. I'm going to see you again in the next video. Hoping that you stay well. Until next time, Om Shanti.